comes to, the wonderful world of, Doctor Who, we have, quite a lot of actors that have portrayed the character. And there has been, one actor that has portrayed the character, but at the same time, he has not always gotten the most, the biggest, welcome. Not necessarily, hey, people have, rejected him, but not as just, say, when it comes to, say, hey, welcome back, come back to the 50th special, or welcome back to a, specific special and all that. In this case being the Paul Mcgann's 8th Doctor. And you probably didn't know it, but he actually has a lot more content than you'd actually would have thought he did. So, let's talk about it. But before we do that, I believe you know who we are. We are... For you. When it comes to, say, the Doctor, we know that there's been a lot of actors that portray the character. This time, looking at the actor, Paul Mcgann, who first appeared in the 1996 Doctor Who backdoor pilot that's going to be introducing to, create a new revival series.
I remember I'm with my father. We're lying back in the grass. It's a warm Gallifreyan night.
Gallifreyan?
Gallifrey! Yes, this must be where I live. Now, where is that?
I've never heard of it. What do you remember?
A meteor storm. The sky above us was dancing with lights. Purple, green, brilliant yellow, yes!
What?
These shoes! They fit perfectly. Yes.
For film. But that didn't really, basically, it didn't really help develop anything. And basically, yeah, that was one of his only introductions, performance of the character until, say, in 2013, he reprised his role as, the Doctor in Night to the Doctor.
I'm trying to send a distress signal. Stop talking about doctors.
I'm a doctor, but probably not the one you expected.
In which, he would later regenerate into the War Doctor, played by John Hurt. And then, eventually, as the series goes on, he would come back and all that stuff. He would come back as, the 8th Doctor in The Power of the Doctor.
Guardians of the Air.
Sorry, why are you not wearing?
I don't do robes.
There's always one. Has to be different.
I am a manifestation of our consciousness. I can wear what I like.
Can we just focus on this, whatever this is? You said Guardians of the Edge. The edge of what?
And you're probably feeling saying, well, I guess that's it. Well, you'd be a little bit wrong in that quite a lot of this incarnation of the Doctor, his adventures were portrayed extensively in subsequent spin-off, including more than 70, get this, 70 audio dramas starring the character. And that is pretty big in that when you think about it, you don't really think of, say, the Doctor in that, say, a version of the character who is mostly known for being, a voice. But at the same time, I think that's pretty awesome in that, say, when it comes to the Doctor, we think of canon in that, the show.
And a near collision with a storm of asteroids. Not only that, you've twice managed to get yourself lost in the TARDIS corridors, wiped the memory of the flight computer, and jettisoned 3/4 of the storage hold. You even managed to burn dinner last night.
Well, I have never said I was perfect.
If you recall, last night I was supposed to have a cold supper.
That was an unfortunate accident.
But I'm thinking when you are able to, create your own stories, that aren't, just say, okay, we need to make sure that everything is canon-wise, so it does not in any way affect what would come next. And in a way, I think it's pretty awesome in the fact that, there's audio stories of it. There's even a time when he would end up meeting River Song, who, she basically has shoot, I can't, I can't be like saying like I'm his future husband later in life, because that would interact with the subsequent timeline. And yeah, I think he would even have quite a few companions, like whether it was novels and comic books, which honestly I think that's a pretty cool idea. If most, like, say some of your character is gonna have comic books to flesh out your character, like your run of a character. And he'd even have a Edwardian Adventures character named Charlie, the alien Destiny, and 2 human companions named Lucy and Sam. And yeah, I think that's honestly pretty cool for like a run of the character, being that like say the character is going to have an opportunity to be able to have audio dramas, because with that ability you are going to be able to have some like bit of have the opportunity to, in a way, not just like say okay, be able to do things that you probably wouldn't be able to do when it comes to the TV show. Because with the audiobooks, you'll be able to have an opportunity to say, okay, well, we have the opportunity to get a hold of some of the previous actors who played the role. Why don't we have him come on down to the booth and play this, Heck, like say one of his first audio dramas was in one called Storm Warning. It was in a series of one. Like especially with the company Big Finish. And he even played a alternate version of the 8th Doctor from a timeline in which the 7th Doctor regenerates after being shot by Nazis in the 1950s. So in a way, the character being able to take place in the 1950s, that's actually pretty cool. And also like Big Fish released a 50th anniversary story in 2013, The Light at the End, in which the Master implements a plot to trap and destroy all incarnations of the Doctor by keeping them on Gallery. And the 8th Doctor and Charlie meet with the 4th Doctor and Leela, the 5th Doctor and Nyasa, the 6th Doctor and Perry, and the 7th Doctor and Ace. So honestly, that's pretty cool, in that that's what the audiobooks are able to do in a way, and getting like say previous actors who are feeling like saying, I feel like I'd be able to have my schedule free to be able to do an audio drama compared to like say going on set, because especially like say when it comes to the show, you're gonna want to save some of those actors for when it comes to having a bigger role in a story. But honestly, that's pretty awesome, in that, like, yes, in that, the Paul Mcgann's run as a character wasn't just limited to just the television run. It was also or television film. It would also continue in books, comics, and audio dramas, which is honestly pretty cool. But I think I hear my rider calling me. Better get out of here. See you next time.